And welcome back. It is the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic, continuing on from Trinity Valley, Game 4 in this two-day fest of great hoop action. About to have Hill College and Cedar Valley tangling right in front of us here. I'm Tim Howard, along with the greatness of, whoa, what was that?
Wow, I don't know.
Mark gave me a little look off to my left side here. Mark McLean getting ready to call this next one here. It should be a fun up and down battle. We'll have to wait and see.
I would think so. Hard to say. Hill College gave Trinity Valley yesterday, last night, about all they could handle. Hill out of Region 5, Hillsboro, taking on Cedar Valley College, Dallas College, Cedar Valley campus, a Division III team in Region 5 of their Division III. So hard to say. Cedar Valley coming into the weekend, they were the 9th ranked team in the nation in Division III, but it's a difference.
It is a big difference.
And Cedar Valley had a nice start against Panola yesterday. Couldn't hold it. Lost the game.
I was going to say, it'll be interesting to see if they have the sustaining power today, because like you said, they start off well, but weren't really able to keep that going. Now, Hill College came out and played really well yesterday evening against Trinity Valley here in their encounter. And we'll see how they respond. Talked with Coach Tree Brooks earlier, and she said our kids are feeling pretty good and lively here today.
I think we're about ready for the introductions.
Yeah, we'll turn it over to Stephanie Gady and listen in on her introduction.
Also from Dallas, number 1, Carmela Hayden. From Houston, number 3, Mia Thomas. From Dallas, number 4, Taylor Elam. And from Richardson, number 21, Michaela Williams. The Cedar Valley College Suns are coached by Latasha Keith and assisted by Zodrick Green. And now the starting lineups for the Hill College Lady Rebels. From Manville, Texas, number 1, Mercedes Mancha. From Fort Worth, number 3, KJ Walker. From Dallas, number 11, Journey Harris. From Houston, number 22, Savannah Velasquez. And from McAllen, number 32, Asia Goldman. The Hill College Lady Rebels are coached by Tree Brooks and assisted by Tamia Hewitt.
Before we get started here, it's straight up 5 o'clock. We've for the most part been able to maintain, and I better knock on everything wood in this thing, because we are Game 4 over the last 2 days, and for the most part have been right on schedule. Got back on schedule after like a half hour of being off schedule. It's amazing.
Yeah, real wood, particle wood, my head, whatever it is you need to knock on.
Let's stay there. Still have this one, and then coming up in the nightcap, the finale, it'll be Trinity Valley hosting Three Rivers out of Missouri. So looking forward to that one as well tonight.
Yep.
Couple of fun ones. Let's get ready for play-by-play. Turn it over to yours truly. And Mark, I want to call you McGrath for some reason. Mark McLean. I have a buddy, Mark McGrath, but I hadn't seen him in 15 years. Not real close friends, but we're real good friends at the time.
As long as you don't call me McGruff the crime dog, I'm okay, I guess.
Mark McLean with your play-by-play.
Thanks, Tim. 9:55 to go here in this first quarter, so we are just underway. And as soon as we are underway, it was Savannah Velasquez driving the lane, the baseline, and she was able to draw a foul on Taylor Elam for Cedar Valley. So Elam will pick up the foul, and for Velasquez at the free throw line, hits 1 of 2, and so Hill is off to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, Velasquez getting one of the 2 there to get things started. So early lead for the Rebels.
Here's Cedar Valley in the black uniforms with the orangish numerals and white trim. Shooting to the basket to our left as we look at it. Your right, as you see it on the screen there. Ball ends up going out of bounds, and it is Cedar Valley basketball. Here's a shot from way outside for Cedar Valley. Mia Thomas with the shot. It is good for 3. And Cedar Valley takes a 3-1 lead.
Mia coming through and a quick 3 on the other. Not going. Here's a rebound. Cedar Valley pushing.
And again, it'll be Thomas bringing it right back down the floor for the Sons of Cedar Valley. And Thomas will let it fly from way outside. This one bounces up and over the backboard. It'll be Hill College basketball. Hill at 5-4 on the season after last night's loss to Trinity Valley. Cedar Valley is 4-3 on the season after their loss yesterday to Panola.
So a lot of opportunities to fine tune and get ready for the upcoming regional play here.
Shot from way outside for Hill is going to be no good. Again, the rebound comes down to Thomas, and Thomas will quickly bring it back down the floor. Gives it off to Carmela Hayden. I think. Boy, talk about a wardrobe.
Are you going to say malfunction?
I don't know if that's a malfunction. It looks like something I'd find in my closet, but
what is going on?
What is that? She is. There must have been a jersey that did not get packed.
That's all I can think.
So there's been a lot of tape used to alter a jersey.
Whatever gets it done is the name of the day today.
Still 3-1 after all that discussion of wardrobe.
And we'll say there's some sharp dressed folks here in the game here earlier today and last night and so forth today. As we'll talk about that a little more.
Yep. So Hayden down the floor will spin on the baseline. Shot up, no good. Rebound was originally taken by KJ Walker for Hill, but then she had it ripped out of her hands from behind. Cedar Valley, again, a small, quick team, and seems like they're wanting to take that quickness and put to their best use here tonight. 7:47 to go here, first quarter. Driving, shot up, and good for KJ Walker for Hill. We are tied for the first time today in this game at 3 apiece.
Off to a good start here in the opening moments. Game 4 of the Budke Serna Classic.
Hayden out front, man-to-man defense being played by Hill in the white jerseys with the red numerals and blue trim. Driving, shot up for Hayden, up and good. 5-3 our score as Hill brings it quickly back down the floor. This ball is going to be hit for 3. Mercedes Mancha with a three-pointer from the far side of the floor.
Coach Keith going to take a moment to talk it over with her squad at the 7:04 mark.
And I think Coach Brooks over here at Hill was about ready to trade 5 for 5 out on the floor.
Look like a wholesale substitution coming your way. This will be a 30-second timeout. While we got a second, we're scheduled tentatively to have Coach Alex Wiggs. Alex Wiggs will join us. He's the head coach at Three Rivers sometime after the first quarter of this one. So we'll get a chance to talk to him about, what they looked really sharp last night and about the upcoming game this afternoon with Trinity Valley.
Yeah, a nice game for them last night. A good win over Angelina. They really did look good. And, big contest against Trinity Valley coming up this evening. But Coach Wiggs telling us yesterday, his first time to bring his team down here to Athens, Texas. And he was all excited about it. He was wound up and ready to go. And so it'd be interesting to talk to him about that, about, why he was so excited, why he was so happy to be here.
Yeah, and I think he's really got a pretty good squad that he's going to be rolling with this year. And it's a lot more fun when you got that happening.
When you've got the 85-inch big screen, why not show it off?
I hear you. Yeah, that's right. So we'll look forward to catching up with him in a few moments here.
Here's Cedar Valley as we go back to play, and the shot put up by Hayden is no good. Rebound cleared by Hill. Quickly back down the floor. Ball gets knocked out of bounds off of Cedar Valley. It'll be Hill basketball. 6:44 to go here in this first quarter. It's a 6-5 Hill lead.
Yeah, Lady Rebels up by a point here, trying to add to it.
Velasquez here on the right side of the floor. Bounce pass down low. No shot for Jaslyn Jackson as she never could get it off. But coming back down the floor, Deja Thomas, she will drive for Cedar Valley. Shot no good. Offensive rebound for Cedar Valley. Second shot no good for Taylor Elam. But we do have a foul called on Peyton Landry, her first.
Got a few fresh players on the floor here for Hill.
Manja will come back in. Chambers comes in. And Ariana Stevens will check in. Taylor Elam will be at the free throw line to shoot for Cedar Valley. And her first shot is off to the side of the rim, no good.
Well, Coach Keith talking to her prize possession on that line, saying, take your time, make this thing count.
And she did.
Gets that one to fall. So tied up.
What coaching?
Well, that's boy, I see why she's got that position, and I'm over here.
There you go.
That puts that one through, though.
We are tied at 6.
Sometimes it really is that simple, isn't it? I mean, just get a little anxious and hustle to the line and let it fly.
A word of encouragement from your bench.
Yeah,
and away we go here as Mia Thomas bringing it back down the floor. Goes in the left corner. Now back out front over to the far side of the floor. Now here's Thomas, top of the circle. Shot no good. Rebound will come down to Hill as Jaslyn Jackson will get the rebound there. Mancha, far side of the floor. 6-6 ball game. Ball goes inside. Left side of the paint area. Shot no good there for Stevens. And here comes Cedar Valley right back down the floor, cutting through the defense. Laid it up and in is Deja Thomas. So again, Cedar Valley, they're using their quickness to their advantage.
Yeah, they have had attack mode since the opening tip here. Coach Brooks getting lots of players on the floor for the Hill College Lady Rebels.
Here's Mancha, top of the circle. Goes right side, less than 10 on the shot clock. Mancha backs up, takes the shot, pops it for 3.
That is a nice execution there for Hill College to take the lead, 9-8 with 4:54 to go in the first.
So another lead change, another lost ball for Cedar Valley. And here's Hill to take it back down the floor, and Stevens to finish with a layup. 11-8 Hill.
The Lady Rebels get up and down the floor here. 4.5 to go in the first.
So here's Hayden, far side of the floor. Shot is off, no good. Stevens with the rebound. Or Jackson with the rebound for Hill. She'll take it back down the floor herself. Nobody was coming to guard her, so she took it down the floor herself. Till Deja Thomas reached in and knocked the ball out of bounds.
I'm telling you, they had a little monster mash down there between the lanes. Will be possession going to the Lady Rebels. See if they can build on this 3-point advantage with 4:15 to go.
Azia Goldman is checked into the ball game to give Hill some size. She has the ball now. It's outside the free throw lane area. Hands off to Velasquez, who drives, passes back out to Mancha, and Mancha's shot for 3 is up and good. Her third three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, 9 quick points for Mancha, and the 5'5" sophomore delivering big here in the early going.
Now Cedar Valley with the drive. Shot up, no good for Deja Thomas. Rebound came down to Vivian Wabufo. And she's going to be fouled by Goldman for Hill. So Goldman will pick up her first foul.
6-point advantage for Hill as the Lady Rebels block out here. That one rims up. First of 2.
Wabufo, 33% free throw shooter, misses that first one. And we'll step back up and get set for our second attempt. And this one is up and good. 3:44 to go here in this first quarter. Velasquez quickly down the floor, passes off right side. Shot no good for Goldman along the baseline. And it'll be Cedar Valley basketball. The Suns bring it down the floor. There's Thomas out front, goes right side with it to White. Back out to Thomas once again at midcourt. Thomas to shoot, and no good. Rebound, Hill, long down court pass to Mancha. Has no shot, so she'll take it back in the corner. Passes out front to Velasquez, who drives left side, passes off at the last second to Goldman, and Goldman lays it up and in.
Goldman with the basket and the assist from Velasquez. Beautifully executed there.
So if you're Velasquez at 5'5", why do all the hard work? We can just pass it off to Goldman and let her shoot.
Indeed.
Now at the other end for Hill, it's a basket that counts for Mia Thomas.
So Harris on for Landry, checking into the ball game here.
Thomas is fouled on the play for Peyton Landry. And so Thomas will be at the free throw line to shoot one.
Mia Thomas, a sophomore out of Houston. Missed opportunity there.
And Hill will quickly bring it right back down the floor. Velasquez in the far corner trying to get around a Cedar Valley defender and ends up being grabbed. Deja Thomas with the foul. 2:38 to go here in this first quarter. A 16-12 Hill lead. We've already had 3 lead changes and 2 ties in this first quarter. And speaking of ties, we have a tie ball.
Right on cue.
Thank you. I have an effect on the game. I don't know why, but somehow I did.
So 2:36 left here. They'll set it up.
Velasquez on the inbounds pass brings it all the way back out front, and the shot on the way for Walker is no good. Hill with the miss. Cedar Valley with the rebound. Double teaming in the back court. And Adriana Brooks almost got a little more involved in the game than she had planned on.
I thought she was going to go for the steal there for a second. I thought she was in pretty good position.
Thought she was going to lead the fast break there for a moment. Hill turnover gives it back to Cedar Valley with 2:10 to go in the first quarter.
2 minutes left, and at programming note, we're going to work Coach Wiggs in here, head coach for Three Rivers, sometime after the first period ends.
All right.
For a few moments as he's getting ready for the nightcap here with Trinity Valley. Coming up after this one.
Here's Hayden going down the baseline. Her shot, no good. Hill with the rebound. Outlet to Velasquez, who weaves her way through the defense. Passes left side to Mancha with a hot hand. Comes up short there. Rebound went to Aisia Goldman. And her shot went out of bounds. No foul call there. A lot of contact.
Yeah, let them play down in the paint today. And at least they're at the start of this ball game with 1:34 to go in the first.
16-12.
4-point advantage for Hill College. The Lady Rebels battling the Sons of Cedar Valley.
Seems like we've been stuck on this score here for a minute. Hill trying to look for a shot. Ends up driving with it. And that's a foul going to be called. KJ Walker on the attempt for Hill. Foul called on Jacayla White for Cedar Valley, her first. Against Cedar Valley, part of the Dallas College system, the Lancaster campus. Letitia Keith, their head coach, has been for 5 seasons now.
Coach Keith about to send Thomas back into the contest here.
KJ Walker at the line hits one of the 2.
Walker ended up with 9 yesterday, got 3 here in the early going.
And again, Hill showing a full court trap, and leaning in is going to be Velasquez to pick up that foul.
Yeah, Savannah just a little bit out of position there. They good job by the Suns there to attack. Saw her leaning in and just rode her to the point where she had contact.
Because Cedar Valley has all these really quick guards with Hayden and Thomas. And, you know, Hill, give him credit for even attempting a backcourt zone trap. That's got to be tough against a team like Cedar Valley as Mia Thomas drives and hits a jump shot.
Pulls the Suns within 3 with the jumper there from Thomas.
Hill College, Walker comes near side to Mancha. Mancha looks to the free throw lane area to Bain. Trinity Bain in the ballgame for the first time. Still Hill ball. Mancha will let one fly, and it is up and good for 3.
That's her fourth.
Coach Brooks had already given up on that one. She didn't walk back to the bench.
Yeah, she's got 4 threes here in the first period of play. Nicely done.
Here's Hayden with the basketball. Her shot is no good. Walks along the top of the backboard, but kept in play. Velasquez brings it back down the floor, and she will go up for the shot. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound attempt for Bain ends up out of bounds. And officials will say last touched by Cedar Valley.
So Hill will have possession. 5.6 seconds to go here in the first.
20-14. Hill leads it. Open shot for Walker. Takes it. Shot no good. Rebound and not in time for a second shot to go for Hill. So Hill will enjoy this first quarter lead they have. 20-14 is our score at the end of 1. It is the 10th annual Budke Serna Classic here at Trinity Valley. And Hill College leads it over Cedar Valley at the end of 1, 20-14 our score. We'll step aside here for just a moment on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the Mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1:20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Your favorite thing delivered right to your door means that you never have to stop doing your other favorite thing. Nailed it. Order McDelivery in the app.
And welcome back here as we're getting set for the start of the second here. It is the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic, and pleased to welcome courtside Coach Alex Wiggs, head coach for Three Rivers. Thanks for joining us, man.
Hey, thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
Talk about logistically just making the commute down from Missouri. It's a nice drive down, huh?
Yeah, it took us about 8.5 hours. We left at 6 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day on Thursday morning. Arrived here about 3 o'clock. So with a couple stops in there, but, you know, quiet bus ride leaving that early.
When you got here yesterday, you were talking with us ever so briefly yesterday before your ball game. You seem very excited and happy to be here, kind of like you are right now. Why? What was the big deal about wanting to come here?
You know, great opportunity. You know, with the class of this field, I mean, it's an honor, you know, that Coach reached out and asked us to come down. And amazing opportunity to play, you know, some schools that we don't see unless we're at the national tournament. And a great opportunity for our girls to see some very high caliber teams, high caliber players. So just very, very blessed that Coach Ivy reached out to us and asked us to come down and couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Well, speaking of opportunity, I got to say, your team was very impressive yesterday. I'm looking forward to the game tonight because I don't have to do it. I'm going to go back in a seat back here and just enjoy that for what it is. The team's very, very impressive.
Well, thank you. You know, a lot of hard work. It's a great group of young ladies. You know, very very blessed to have them. I mean, we have, like I told you guys yesterday, we graduated 10 last year. And so we have 12 freshmen, 12 true freshmen, and 14 new players. And so getting everybody on the same page and getting them, where we're at right now, I couldn't be prouder of the girls.
That just, we almost take that for granted as fans, but just hearing you talk about that and how difficult that has to be is y'all make that look easy and do it regularly. when things are going right for Three Rivers, what is toughest about y'all? I mean, describe what you want it to look like when all things are popping on all cylinders.
The thing that I don't think that we've done really well yet is shoot the ball. I think that we've had spurts in games where we shot it from three decently, but in practice and in drills and all those things, like this team can really shoot the ball. I mean, we during our drills and goals and all that stuff, they're just surpassing the goals like teams that we've never had before. And so really one of those things that I think that's going to be something that we continue to do, and getting used to playing with so many new players is being shot ready and knowing when they're going to pass me the ball, kind of knowing when it's expected that I shoot the ball and all those things.
Another three for Hill there.
I'm just totally curious because I realized that the schedule, this whole classic is mapped out the way it is, and it's done a long time ago. And I realize you got your hands full with Trinity Valley here this evening, but would you have liked to have played Northwest Florida State as well?
And that was talked about, coming all this way. And I told Coach, that we'll come down, we'll play whoever she puts us up against, because again, thankful for the opportunity. In traveling this far, we want to be tested. We want, what I mean, we want to be played. We want to play the best. And I'm I listened to your interview with Coach earlier, and kind of just next one up, whoever's on the schedule, like we'll play anybody anytime, and it's just one of those things that it just prepares you for the season, such a long game, so to speak, and it just prepares you for down the road.
Well, you say that, and obviously you live it because you have one loss on the season. That's to the number 4 team in the nation.
Yeah.
So you will play them anytime, won't you?
Yeah, and we have them again at their place on January 5th, January 6th, whatever the first Saturday of January is. We'll go down there to their place and play them. And you've got to get prepared. It's all about that postseason run. We've been very fortunate. We've been 3 straight years, and we want to see the athleticism, the teams that we're going to see at the national tournament during the regular season. So the girls have an idea of what it's like. Yeah. And there's nobody with the postseason experience as a Trinity Valley, with all the history and with everything there. And so there's nobody better in the country to get you prepared than a Trinity Valley.
I know you're coming here for the first time, but has Three Rivers come down this direction at all before?
We came down preseason. We went to a showcase there in Dallas.
Okay.
But no, this is the first time regular season. I've been there 8 years, and this is the first, 4 years as a head coach, and this is the first time we've made it down this way.
So
we're glad to have you here and give you a little Texas hospitality. What'd y'all think of dinner? Weren't y'all part of that Thanksgiving? I was going to ask you, how tough is Thanksgiving on the road? But you guys got a chance to have a pretty good meal, huh?
Yeah. Coach invited us over to have Thanksgiving with the team and here on campus, and it was great. The girls loved the food, and the girls being away from their families, it's a lot of them. It's their first time. And so it's great to come together as the basketball family, and as a family, and sit down and be able to have a meal together there on campus.
Your region, the competition in your region, the whole setup, regional tournaments, the whole thing, very similar to what we have down here in Region 14, or is it totally different?
Yeah, so we had 6 teams. One team dropped down that went Division II. We have 5 teams, and the winner of our region tournament goes straight to the national tournament. And so, it's quite a bit smaller than the Texas regions. There's quite a few more teams down here. But, yeah, the winner of our region goes straight to the national tournament.
So the odds of you going to Wyoming are pretty good.
I hope so.
Bart Walker doesn't want to. He wants to go to the championship, but he doesn't want to go to Wyoming.
I think all us coaches are in the same boat there. Whenever we've been to Lubbock and we love Lubbock, we've enjoyed our time there. And whenever they moved it to Wyoming, I think all the coaches are in the same boat there. Not looking forward to the. I think ours, if we drove, it'd be about 18-hour drive. Not looking forward to that, but. Lord willing, we'll be there though. I'll be happy to pack my bags and head to Wyoming.
So if I put in a plug for West Plains, will you go for that?
West Plains, yes.
You'd like it there,
yeah.
would you? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I like, West Plains, St. Louis, any place around there. That would be,
Crosstown,
yeah, we would be great. We'd be great.
Hey, we really appreciate you joining us. So anything that we're missing here, Mark, before we shift gears? Because he's just got a huge game coming up here in a few minutes.
Main thing tonight with Trinity Valley. What do you want to see out of your girls? A continuation of how they played last night? I guess the last thing you want to see is to see them fall flat and not play their game.
And that's the every coach's concern. We focus on three things. Attitude, effort, communication, and those three things are three things that every player can control. You can't control if you make shots. You can't control what happens in the game, but you can control those three things. And so every time we step on the floor, we want to control our attitude, effort, and communication. And I expect tonight to be a battle. I know Trinity's going to be ready. Again, very well coached, very good program. And I know the girls are looking forward to it, and hopefully it's a continuation of what you guys saw last night.
Well, we talked about it at some point in time over the last 10 games. I don't remember if it was yesterday or today, but from the Three Rivers standpoint, been here before? No. But you want folks to know who you are when you leave town.
Yes, and that's kind of the goal. Every game you play, no matter if it's down here, no matter if it's in West Play, no matter where it's at, you want to leave an impression, and you want that impression to be a good impression where people, I don't know when you guys heard of Three Rivers, it may have been, but we want people to remember, who Three Rivers is whenever they see him in the polls or see stuff about him. It's like, okay, that's a group of young ladies that compete, that play hard, that knows how to play the game the right way.
Well, my dad taught me, he said, Tim, I want you to leave a mark, not a stain. And you guys are definitely leaving a mark. So congrats on that and what y'all have been able to accomplish. And good luck tonight.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate everything. Like I said, I've watched just about every game here. You guys do a phenomenal job, the whole setup here. You guys are awesome, so I truly appreciate it.
I am about to put you totally on the spot. What Three Rivers are we talking about?
So the Three Rivers there, we got the Current River, which, hey, if you love, take notes. The Current River, spring-fed river, beautiful river. Then you have the Black River, which the Black River is from a lake nearby. Then you have the St. Francis River, which is from another lake nearby. So those are the three rivers that are just north. One runs right through town. The other one's just south of us. So they're all right there.
I knew they had to be, and I knew you would know.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
He did all that without notes, which is impressive.
Well, they probably taught you that first day on campus.
I've been asked that question a few times.
Good stuff, man. Well, good luck tonight, and we'll look forward to get. I'm excited about con games like that because I think it's two quality programs ready to go head to head, and much respect for both of you guys.
Art, here's the deal though, and take this to heart. Last year on this court, Trinity Valley blew out Northwest Florida State in this classic. You know who won the national championship?
Yes. I will take that trade-off as well.
I think that would be I think a lot of people would.
I think, yes. But
Coach Alex Wiggs, head coach of Three Rivers. Pleasure to have you with
hey,
us.
thank you guys so much again for having me.
You're in such a good mood right now. I bet you're about to get in coach mode, aren't
Yes. You know, we've got about 20 minutes here, 30 minutes here before we go in the locker room and have that talk, and that's when that switch will turn on.
Hey, Coach, man, hey, best of, I don't need luck. You make your own luck, but I know it's going to be a fun one tonight.
Yes.
Thanks
can't
again for
wait.
coming down.
Can't wait.
We've treasured the opportunity to hang out with you a little bit and keep up the good work.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate everything.
Enjoyed the visit, and while we started visiting, Hill College has gone on a run here. So
Yes, they have.
Coach Brooks says, let's tighten things up here. Boy, they are pulling away, aren't they?
They are. They're,
Coach,
again, very well good.
Nice
It's
to
very
meet
good
you.
teams. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
48-25 right now. We got a nightcap on the way here with Trinity Valley hosting Coach Alex Wiggs and Three Rivers out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. 2.5 to go, man.
thank you. That was fun. It was fun.
Good stuff, man. Looking forward to it, and can't wait for that one. Right now, though, it's the Rebels, man.
What happened while we were having the
I
conversation?
think they just said, "Hey, let's let Maka hit it." She's got 15 points. She probably delivered another 3 because she's been red hot. 4 in the first, and then they got those up and down the floor.
All she has is 3-pointers.
Yeah, she's been impressive.
50 to 25.
Doubled up on
What
them.
was a 20 to 14 first quarter lead.
Yeah, and we were talking about some of the explosiveness of these teams and what they're able to accomplish with Trinity Valley. Hill College is showing a little bit of that of their own here.
A 30 to 11 run here to start the second quarter.
Cleared out that time by Thomas. Deja now going baseline.
Cedar Valley shot for Deja Thomas, up high off the glass, up and good. 4 points for Thomas in the ballgame now. We have a whistle here at midcourt. Thomas trying to get the steal.
Yeah, Deja says, did these go the hard way. I'll choose the hard way and just knock her out of the way there. Got caught on that one. And but, man, you're right. This thing changed hands in a hurry. I mean, yeah, the Rebels were up, but they weren't up like that. And they just
30 points in the quarter. We still have a minute and a half to go.
put it in overdrive. We saw that a little bit of that last night as they could score in bunches, and they're going to be a fun one to watch out of Region 5.
Vivian Wabufo picks up a foul, her first, and putting up the shot for Hill is Goldman.
Closing in on a minute and a half left to go in this first half of play. Game 4 of 5 today from the Budke Serna tournament.
52-27, Hill lead. Cross-court pass ends up out of bounds. I don't think. Well, apparently, I didn't think Cedar Valley had touched it, but apparently they did.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the only thing that could bail them out there was if she touched it, and she must have got just a piece of it, because I think it was a little errant for the Lady Rebels running the sideline, and looked like they might have caught a break.
Cedar Valley in a zone defense, trying to make Hill shoot from outside, but Hill getting it inside. Now they bring it back outside to Mancha, and Mancha says, well, I can't make them all. But she tried.
Did I just see what I thought? It looked like Deja, and she may have been trying to avoid the foul, but it almost looked like she was like, oh, excuse me, I'm in the sight of shot here. We get over your line of shot. But I do think she was trying to avoid the foul. So she pulled up a little bit, and that kept Mercedes from knocking down yet another 3.
Cedar Valley Suns will bring it inbounds underneath their own basket. The inbounds pass comes to Mia Thomas. Thomas will bring it all the way back out here to midcourt, looking for a screen. Got it, puts up the shot off the rim, no good. Mancha with the rebound. The rebounding machine she is. Back down the floor, outside shot, up and good. KJ Walker for 3.
Nice look from KJ Walker. She's got 11 here in the first half of play.
At least 7 3-pointers in the half for Hill. The shot taken by Cedar Valley was no good. Velasquez will bring the ball slowly down the floor.
They're on a roll here, man. 55 in the first half.
And another
Almost
three
another
on the
one.
way, no good. Out of bounds off of Goldman, so it'll be Cedar Valley basketball with still, for their guards, plenty of time, 6 seconds. Rolled it up the floor to Deja Thomas. Some pressure being shown by Hill, but Cedar Valley gets it across, and they get a good look at it, and Kyra Lee puts up the shot, and it is good just before the buzzer sounds.
55-29. They go on a 30-15 run in the second. Wow.
35 to 15. So.
Yeah, 35-15 run.
Yep.
So make it 55-29.
55-29 indeed. Hill College leads it here at halftime of the contest here between Hill and Cedar Valley. Game 4 of 5 today here at the 10th annual Budke Serna Classic here at Trinity Valley. And again, our thanks to Alex Wicks for coming on and joining us, the head coach of the Three Rivers Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders coming up here against the Lady Cardinals of Trinity Valley in the 5th game of 5 today. We'll look forward to that. It's coming up after the second half of this, which we'll step away and take a break. Come back with the second half after this on the Cardinals Sports Network.
When joints begin to fail, it's more than an inconvenience. The relentless grinding pain slows you down and can even stop you from doing the things you enjoy in life. At UT Health East Texas, our skilled orthopedic and sports medicine experts are using advanced joint technologies to get you back to being you sooner with a less painful recovery. We're doing more than restoring joints. We're restoring lives.
You know, here at First State Bank, we're not just about opening accounts or getting loans. We're about community, whether that's sponsoring local events, donating to nonprofits, or volunteering hundreds of hours. It comes down to the fact that we're local money working for you, local people. For over 80 years, we've been helping Texans build their homes, their businesses, and their dreams. With 7 convenient locations, there's always a branch around the corner. So come say hi and get to know us. First State Bank, where community matters.
You know, they're not talking about you, just you all the time like they do rodeo athletes, you know. It's the Wright family, you know, the Wright brothers.
I don't really look at it as we're legendary, but it's kind of unreal. What we do and what we get to do, you know, the things we've done and hopefully continue to do, I guess you could say it is legendary.
I was a runner. I was up to running 3 miles a day every morning. When I was diagnosed with lung cancer, I was shocked because I'm not a smoker. Baylor, Scott and White, the facility, the staff, everyone has been so amazing. I love the fact that I can breathe.
When I first heard that I had cancer, I was referred to Baylor, Scott and White immediately. It was really important for me to be able to get my chemotherapy and everything here because I wanted to be close to my friends, my family. They were so confident and made me feel at ease and supported me. I felt like I was their only patient, and I knew they had several people that they were dealing with, but I was the most important person.
I had like a week of headaches. Throughout that week, I went to my local hospital. They referred me to Baylor, Scott and White. They gave me an MRI. The tumor that was inside of my head was cancer. Baylor, Scott and White has given me this new technology that helps decrease the growth rate of my cancer cells. The doctor I have right now, he's just amazing. It's a great feeling to know the guy who's taking care of me actually really cares about me.
Baylor, Scott and White Health, changing cancer care for life.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich. You'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich.
I wish I could tell you this life is easy, that you'll never know defeat. And every run you make will be perfect. But there's a difference between wanting something and making it happen. Passion, practice, these are the keys to success. If you want to lead this life.
There's nothing quite like coming together over a fresh-cooked meal. Face to face, burger to burger, solving the world's problems over fries. There's also nothing like solving the problems right in front of you, like baseball practice, swim team, and getting your family's meals just like they like it, all with a few taps on your phone. Yeah, good thing there's more than one way to solve the world's problems. Good thing there's Whataburger.
Prosperity Bank offers free checking. Let's take a look. No monthly maintenance fee? Check. No individual check fees? Check. Free debit card? Check. Unlimited withdrawals? Check. Free online banking? Check. Easy access and friendly service? Check. Close to home? Check. Simply free checking from Prosperity Bank is simply free. I'm taking these checks to the bank. Prosperity is the big bank with your community's bank inside. Prosperity Bank, where you find real bankers, not just a bank.
Cowboy Headquarters is your one-stop shop destination in Athens. 80,000 square feet of awesome sitting on 25 acres with top brands for all your farm and ranch needs, including Preferred, Tartar, Steel, SMA, Bluebonnet, Equibrand, Trent Ward Saddlery, Professional's Choice. We have a Texas-size store with a Texas-size selection. Cowboy Headquarters just south of the Loop on Highway 19 in Athens. Cowboy Headquarters is a destination you don't want to miss. Shop online now at cowboyhq.com.
From a work perspective, what am I most thankful for? I'm thankful for working with a great team. I'm thankful for working for a company that's faith-based, and I'm truly thankful to be able to take time to pray with my patients if they need it.
Having a good team to work with and a great, all my supplies are there. I got equipment if I need it, and help at a phone call away if I need that as well.
I've never had a time where I didn't feel like that I couldn't get what I needed to do my job.
We work together as a team here at Baylor, and I really appreciate that.
I'm thankful that I have the ability to work, the physical ability, the mental ability.
I think every day that I walk into the pharmacy, everybody greets me as soon as I walk in the door. And it's a small gesture, but it goes a long way and it starts your day off right.
I do feel like I'm fulfilling my calling, even if it's, the last job that I have. I'm thankful for God leading me here to work. I feel like I am growing into a much better nurse, and I've been a nurse for a long time.
When I go home at the end of each shift, whether I had a bad day or a good day, I'm ready to come back to work the next morning. And I know a lot of nurses, unfortunately, don't get to feel that way about their job, but this is how we feel here, and it's not just me, it's everybody around me.
My team, they welcome me and respect me, my differences, my culture, and I don't feel isolated when I'm with them. They welcome my ideas, they're always there for me.
We see people, a lot of brokenness, physical, emotional, come through rehab, but just walking beside them in this and being able to help them get better, to see the outcomes of it is it's really rewarding.
I mean, I'm so grateful for Baylor, really. I love it here. Baylor's a very good place to work for. It's different.
I've worked at other larger hospitals and I would never go anywhere else.
I'm thankful for what I do. I'm thankful for the patients that we take care of. I'm thankful for my calling, my ministry, is helping those who can't help themselves, being there for them. So I'm thankful for all that I can do for someone else who can't do for themselves.
Schlotzsky's new Supreme 4-cheese white and meaty pizzas come covered in the finest toppings. But under those delicious toppings lies a made-from-scratch crust so good, you could go toppingless. Buy one pizza, get one free every Wednesday. Your favorite thing delivered right to your door means that you never have to stop doing your other favorite thing. Nailed it. Order McDelivery in the app.
And welcome back. It is halftime here in Game 4 of the 5-game day. Day 2 of the Budke Serna Thanksgiving Classic. And boy, how about Hill? The Lady Rebels just go crazy in the second quarter. It was 20-14 at the end of one, and they go on a 35-15 run to outscore the Suns and are leading in a big fashion here to start the third.
Yeah, very impressive. We were tied a couple of times early, very early in the game at 3 and at 6 apiece. We've had 3 lead changes. Cedar Valley came out with their quickness in their backcourt, and you're trying to use that to their advantage. And Hill has just decided, well, we're pretty quick ourselves. Plus, we got some height, and it just turned into a not quite a rout, but pretty close there in that second quarter.
Yeah, Coach Tree Brooks has her squad playing at a really high level and just dominating here. As you look over the numbers, how about the start by Mercedes Manca with 15 in the first half, all behind the arc.
Three-pointers, yeah, nothing but three-pointers.
And she's been on fire.
Well, we get this second half underway. And for Hill, let's see if they continue where they left off. And KJ Walker says, I'll just drive this thing right down the lane and lay it up and in. Interesting to see what LaTasha Keith had to say with her team for Cedar Valley at halftime and what their efforts will try and be. And it immediately looked like it's go inside to Nikita Williams.
In trouble, 5 seconds. I think they got a timeout just before the whistle expired there. So media timeout. Let's just keep it here and kind of talk about this. What has been successful? What separates the Lady Rebels from the Suns here? How did they get to this point?
7 3-pointers.
Yeah, that'll do it for you. I think we've also seen a lot of their presence defensively that has forced some opportunities for them to go quickly and get out in space and then set up the wide open three. They have delivered.
Yeah, it's just been kind of an interesting guard game here with Mancha and KJ Walker and Peyton Landry for Hill and Savannah Velasquez. But then on the other side, Deja Thomas, Carmela Hayden, Mia Thomas for Cedar Valley. It's been a matchup of all these quick, fast guard play, and then you sprinkle in Goldman and some of the Trinity Bain and some of the taller youngsters for Hill, and it's been an interesting contrast. And then you look up at the scoreboard and see that it's 57-31, and it doesn't really feel like it is, but it is.
Well, as you look over, we saw a variety of those threes on the replay there, and Mercedes was just, she wasn't just at the arc. She's 25 feet away. She's knocking them down with confidence, and just when that's going, everything else is going to open up, and that's definitely been the case here. 16-point advantage back to play here in the second half.
Manja controls it for Hill. Still has it at the free throw line. Passes back outside to Velasquez. She will drive. Dishes off on the baseline. Shot up, no good for Stevens. Stevens ends up getting the ball again. Goes up for a shot. About the time the buzzer goes off. Coach Brooks was hoping for contact on the rim before the buzzer went off, but apparently not.
Yeah, didn't get the call there, but good court awareness, and they were aware of that shot clock. They were trying to get it off, but just could not. As you mentioned, a lot of action in the paint there. Driving up to the basket, shooting and fouled.
Mia Thomas getting the layup from the right side of the lane, and she draws the foul.
Chance
foul
to.
is going to be on Emily Hawthorne.
Hawthorne will pick up her first foul of the evening.
You know, we have some business that we need to bring up to date and clear up and straighten out and all that kind of stuff. Somewhere, and I'm going to blame every bit of this on Alex Wiggs, the head coach at Three Rivers, because we had such a fun conversation with him. We never got a chance to talk more about this. Carmela Hayden for Cedar Valley, we were having the issue of all the tape on her jersey in the first half.
Yeah.
The jersey has been found.
Amazing. That's what's different. That is what is different. So, yeah,
So somewhere in that first half, her jersey was found, and she put on the actual #1 jersey instead of having half of it covered up with tape.
I've never seen anything
That was
like
a very important thing that we have never got to finish.
We had to clarify that.
Yes.
But yeah, that was.
We're all about fashion on this broadcast.
I'm glad they were able to get her fitted and into her jersey now, so we could continue on here. 8-minute mark, but speaks a little bit about her need to be on the floor. It's like, now you don't have a jersey, you don't get on the floor. No, we will find tape. We'll get you on the floor. But I know she's a lot more comfortable now in her jersey and not.
Okay, fine. Give me a number 15 jersey. We will tape that 5.
That's right.
Big time, and so all you will see is the 1.
That's funny. Oh, man.
Here's Velasquez with the basketball for Hill. Trying to get around Thomas, which is a tough thing. That's two quick guards going at each other. Mancha lost control of it, but taken by Walker back outside and then left alone underneath the basket. Good ball movement, ends up in the hands of Goldman and lays it up and in.
Yeah, Goldman is, that's about as well as you can run it. I mean, you're running in lots of clock, lots of motion, and then you dish off underneath for a 2-footer. Well done.
Here is Thomas down the right baseline for Cedar Valley. Her shot no good. Rebound comes down. Velasquez brings the break back down the floor. Ends up in the hands of Goldman again, but this time the shot won't go, and we end up getting a tie ball out of all that.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity there for the Lady Rebels, as they had numbers and ball in the paint, but not able to take advantage of it. So 7 minutes to go in the third. So 26-point lead.
59-33, Hill has it. Shot from the far corner for Thomas is no good. Rebound cleared for Hill, so it's kind of one and done for Cedar Valley right now. Again, their lack of inside presence kind of hurts them from the rebound standpoint. Here's a long outside shot, up and good for Trinity Bain for 3.
Yeah, well done, Trinity Bain, 6-footer out of McAllen, Texas. Measured that up, dropped it through for the basket.
62-33 as Mia Thomas takes it around the perimeter from one side of the floor to the other, being guarded closely by Mancha. Finally gets a little separation, puts up a shot, and again, nothing but white jerseys underneath for the rebound. Outlet pass to Mancha for 3, no good. Here's Deja Thomas back down the floor for Cedar Valley. She runs into KJ Walker, and I believe Walker will get the foul on that since she was still moving.
That'll be the first foul on KJ. So KJ will sit at the 5:59 mark. 5 fresh bodies on the floor for Hill.
5 and 5 out.
Yeah, make it easy on everybody. 62-33. The Rebels have took off, and Suns don't have an answer for the Lady Rebels right now.
Deja Thomas at the free throw line to shoot. 64% from the line for the season. First shot up and good. Five points in the ball game for Thomas, and she has another shot coming, and this one is up and good as well. 62-35. Again, it's game 4 of 5 today here at the Budke Serna Classic at Trinity Valley. Really anticipated contest coming up here after this one, as Trinity Valley, the host school, of course, will take on Three Rivers out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, as Ariana Stevens puts in a shot for Hill. Number 11 against number 13 in the latest national poll. Shot from outside for Deja Thomas, no good. Again, Hill with the rebound.
They're cleared out that time by Hawthorne.
Paid Landry down the floor, lost control of it, taken by Cedar Valley. And for Cedar Valley, of all the guards they have on the floor, Tila Harper, I don't think, is who they want bringing the ball down the floor, but maybe it worked. Deja Thomas with the 3.
Deja knocks that one down. Now forcing a turnover. It's going to be enough for Coach Tree Brooks. She says, let's get 5 new bodies back on the floor.
Just when you have 10 in uniform, that's a good thing, especially 10 that can play.
Yeah, she's seen enough from that rotation. So with a timeout on the floor, we'll take a timeout as well. 4:55 to go in the third. 64-38, the Rebels over the Suns on the Cardinal Sports Network.
At First State Bank, we like to say we're big enough to help, small enough to care. Our communities and the families and businesses within them are what have mattered most to us for decades. Since 1935, our commitment has been to not only support local, but to foster growth for generations to come. We've given back to organizations that help our community thrive, and with 6 convenient locations, we continue to do our part in serving you, our communities, our businesses, our families.
.455 to go in the third. It is all Hill College here on top of Cedar Valley. The Suns trying to find their way back. Let's get back to what's happening here as we're back to action.
64-38 our score. Shot from way outside for Cedar Valley is no good. Suns get their own rebound, put up a second shot, which comes up short. Ball ends up going out of bounds. I think, Tim, you probably have done a better job of keeping all the scores handy over there. Is this one of our more lopsided?
Well, it's been pretty lopsided, man. I would easily say this is the biggest.
Most of the games have been very competitive in this Classic.
Yeah, as we think back over the last couple of days, definitely today, but then yesterday, I guess the only other one that really jumps out would be Paris won by 22 over LSU Eunice, 78-56. And then Three Rivers puts Angelina away by 20. But so, you know, but those were late in the game before that really manifested itself. This one's been that way since the second quarter.
Yeah.
Interesting to see.
Hill trying to make it a 30-point difference here if they can, as KJ Walker hits a free throw to get them a little closer to that. 65-38 score. Walker has one more shot coming, and this shot is up and good as well.
Yeah, converting on those free throws, as you saw the replay moments ago, what actually sent her to the line.
And the crazy thing is, for Cedar Valley, I know they're going to end up losing a couple here at this Classic. But if you think about it and put it in perspective, as Velasquez gets the steal and the lay-in for Hill. But I'm thinking come March, Cedar Valley could very well find themselves at the Division III National Championships.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that far-fetched and far of a stretch. We, you know, I think it was Coach Alex Wiggs that said this just a little bit ago. It's about us getting around competition. You know, we'll play anybody, anywhere kind of thing, and coming 8.5 hours south to do that, and it makes them better, you know. So hats off to the Suns coming out.
They're the only D3 school in this Classic.
Yeah. Agree with you there. Seeing them roll up their sleeves and go to work, and not the result they were really hoping for, or maybe anticipating, but still getting the trips and the rotations and the opportunities to come up and down the floor here against a quality opponent will help you. Will benefit you in the long run.
Yeah, Hill has gone over the 30-point margin here, 71-38 our score. Mancha decides a half-court shot is in order. It comes up a little off on that one.
Yeah, she's been fun to observe here. As you know,
KJ Walker probably tells her, I'd have made that.
You know, they're having some fun on that sideline when you're up, what is it, 31? So as they come on and off the floor, they've got to be having a little bit of needling going on. Oh, you actually missed one tonight, huh?
Yeah. 2:42 to go here in this third quarter. Here's a steal in the lane for
Landry.
Peyton Landry, and Landry takes it back down the floor, misses the layup. Ball at midcourt for Cedar Valley. While Buffo gets it back over to Tyler Harper. Back out front to Thomas. Thomas lets one fly, no good. Underneath, the rebound for Cedar Valley. Another shot is going to be blocked.
I think they're going to get Jaslyn Jackson on the foul. Yeah, it will go against.
Looked like a pretty good block, but must have been some contact underneath as well.
Yeah, there was a couple of great blocks underneath there, and I thought she was going to get away with a third block before it was finally said and done, but eventually the whistle comes out.
Well, Bufo at the free throw line, and her first shot is up and no good. Of course, even on the steals and the fast breaks, if you miss your, your layup, Coach Brooks over at the Hill bench is not happy. You may have a 71-38 lead, but you're still coaching fundamentals and layups and stuff like that you want to see finished.
It's always, we're going to play this thing. We're out here. Let's play it right. And, I go back to the interview we had with her earlier today. Just really impressed, not only with her squad and the way they delivered, but just the way she carries herself. First year they're at Hill, and they got things rolling, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with over the next several months.
Well, she spent some time down at Blends. She got some good experience there and learned from a fine head coach there at Blends. So she's in good shape.
Indeed. Back to the free throw line we go here. It'll be Jaslyn Jackson.
Could not even begin to tell you the last time I was in Hillsboro. It's just not a town I go through. Obviously, it's not a town I go through very often.
I'm trying to remember the last time I was over there. I'm going to have to make a trip over.
Yeah.
In a minute. It has been a minute.
And the crazy thing was, there was a time. All right, now we're going to get back
Date
to
yourself. Come
where
on, man.
we are going to get back to the Carmela Hayden issue here, because there was a time years ago,
okay,
people would drive a long distance, because I drove a long distance to get to Hillsboro, because they were the site of the only outlet mall.
I do remember that.
That's right.
That helps me, because I was thinking the last time I was there might have been 7th grade, taking on Hillsboro in a basketball game, which was way back then. But no, I visited that mall several times. So thank you for clarifying that in my mind.
There you go. But it was a forerunner for all the others that came along after it. But there was a time where Hillsboro was a destination point for all of us shoppers.
Now you can accomplish that with a good Buc-ee's.
Well, that's true. That's pretty
it's
much.
A destination.
Or the Walmart of your choice.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. I'm impressed with this team. They are going to be tough to deal with out of their region. And watching them perform here over the last couple of days has been. They gave Trinity Valley a challenge last night.
Yeah.
Came right back and really performing well today.
Mia Thomas hit one of her free throws. 71-40, 31-point difference. But Triana Brooks is still coaching hard, working the officials.
Yeah, a minute and a half to go here in the third, and still got the fourth quarter to go, man. It's a long way to go in this one. Gets that one to go through. So Jaslyn with her third point of the afternoon.
Has another shot coming, and this one is up and good as well.
73-40 with a minute and a half left in this one.
Cedar Valley, cross-court pass, comes near side to Hayden. Back out to midcourt here. Now passed over to the right corner in front of the Cedar Valley bench. Gets away from Suns players and goes out of bounds, but they will continue to show full court man-to-man defense as Chambers brings the ball down the floor. Passes off to Peyton Landry. Now, the ball is going to be stolen away by Cedar Valley at midcourt or in the front court area. And reaching in and getting a foul is going to be Hawthorne for Hill. That's her second foul.
So this thing, 18-11, Hill outscoring Cedar Valley here in the third. A little stoppage of play here with 1:04 to go as they'll talk it over.
Has this game evolved into a free throw shooting fest?
It has, and I'm being mesmerized at the line here with all the beautiful free throws going up and down.
So Keely Burks is going to be at the free throw line, or will she?
No, we're going to talk it over.
Not.
I don't know what's happening here.
So it's going to be out of bounds at midcourt for Cedar Valley.
So final minute of the third approaching.
73-40. Hill leads Cedar Valley with the basketball and a step and a travel for Carmela Hayden. And she did it in the worst place on the floor you could do it.
Right in front of her head coach.
right in front of her.
Maybe she didn't see it. Maybe she missed it. We are both here shaking our heads and no, she saw it right in front of her.
So here's Hill. Landry gets it over to the far middle of the floor.
Whoa.
Shot up, no good. Second attempt is up and good.
Oriana Stevens out of Pensacola with the putback. Excellent rebound, and then the basket on top. 35-point lead.
24 seconds to go here in the quarter. Here's Hayden, far side of the floor, comes down to the free throw line, passes right corner. Shot on the way, and a foul is going to be called. Was this a three-point shot? Foul is called on Landry, and it was a three-pointer. So Landry will pick up the foul, and it's going to put Keely Burks, who was robbed of her opportunity to be at the free throw line a moment ago. Now she gets 3 shots.
Oh, can't convert on the first one. Yeah, Peyton getting coached up there as, like, you're giving her 3 free throws here. So you really got to close out on a 3 like that. You don't want to get in the foul. Give her a 3 free throws.
Second shot was good for Burks. Has one more coming. And this is no good. So 1 of 3. 12 seconds to go here in the quarter. And it'll be Journey Chambers bringing the ball down the floor. Being guarded closely by Cedar Valley. Oh, finally a shot at the buzzer.
Oh,
is going to be good for Hawthorne.
Yeah, Emmy Hawthorne with the putback right at the buzzer. So
followed up the miss and got the easy layup. 77-41 here at the end of the third quarter. Game 4 of 5 here today in the second day and final day of the Budke Serna Classic here at Trinity Valley. And at the end of the third quarter, it is all Hill in this one. Lady Rebels lead it over Cedar Valley, 77-41 our score here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Welcome to Trinity Valley Community College, home of the mighty Cardinals, offering hands-on education with an average teacher-to-student ratio of 1 to 20 at a third of the price of regional institutions. We teach, we strive, we succeed. TVCC. It makes sense. Apply today at tvcc.edu.
Right now, you can double up with 2 for $22 in Dickey's Barbecue Pit. That's 2 2-meat plates, each with 2 sides and a buttery roll for only $22. For a limited time only, visit dickeys.com or use our app. Legit Texas Barbecue.
77-41 as we start the fourth. It is all Hill. They outscore them 22-12 in the third. And back to action. Here we go.
Far side of the floor, Hill has it and driving. Landry with the shot, too hard off the backboard, no good. Here comes Cedar Valley back down the floor. Mia Thomas has it out front, gives it off to Hayden. Now goes right side, now back to Hayden once again. Hill in a zone defense, just letting Cedar Valley throw up the long outside shots because Hill knows that they can get all the rebounds they want underneath, and they do. Back down the floor, shot up for Journey Chambers is no good, but we do get a whistle on the play. And a foul is going to be called on Bufo for Cedar Valley. It's going to be her third, and it's going to put Chambers at the free throw line to shoot. So somewhere along the way in all of this action, the third quarter seemed like it, I kept looking up the clock thinking, really, we only have a minute or two left in the game? That was still the third quarter.
Came to a grinding halt in the third, man. Hopefully we'll see things moving on along a little quicker here, but the Rebels, they're on an epic pace here. They're at 77 to start the third.
They want to be the only, well, I don't want to say the only team, first team to reach 100 in this Classic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the plan is now. Here's Hayden's shot, no good. Again, nothing but white jerseys underneath for the rebound. Long down court pass, almost taken by one of our fine cameramen.
Yeah, I thought he called for a fair catch, to be honest. I thought I saw the left hand go up. I don't know that he gave the wave. But errant pass there. Oh, can't get the reverse.
Shot for Cedar Valley, just won't go. Sierra Golden in the ballgame now for the Suns. That's going to be Hill basketball. Cedar Valley showing some full court pressure, but that pressure kind of gives way to just straight out man-to-man pressure, and Chambers is going to find herself getting around Hayden, and Hayden will find herself picking up a foul.
Yeah, with the stoppage of play, Coach Brooks is going to take a moment to sub in another rotation here.
Yeah, Coach Keith has kind of done the same thing.
Yeah. Well, we talk about it's about repetition and looks and shots and game scenarios and whatnot, and that's what this avails you. A tournament like this gives you just another opportunity to get some more work in over the holidays.
So here's Hill with the basketball, as has it up front is Bain. Gives it off to Goldman. Now a shot put up, no good for KJ Walker, ends up going out of bounds. So there seems to be out of the 5-in, 5-out thing, there seems to be a little bit when you get this Bain-Goldman lineup for Hill, that's kind of your more sizable lineup that I think Coach Brooks would like. But she also likes having 10 to rotate in and out. Velasquez saves it from going out of bounds and will now bring it back down the floor. 78-41, Hill lead, pass inside to Bain, ends up in the hands of Goldman, and Goldman going up for the shot is fouled. Taylor Elam will pick up the foul, and that's going to be her fourth.
Trinity Bain, you mentioned that height, that 6 foot, and Goldman crossed the way at the line now, 6-footer. So they've definitely got the size advantage here.
So Goldman at the free throw line hits the first one. 8 points in the ball game. Next basket up and good as well. 80-41. I'm seeing 100.
I think they're on their way. Still a lot of basketball still to be played here. So just completely take the air out of the ball, but
Lee at midcourt for middle of the court for Cedar Valley. Put up a shot, ends up Velasquez gets the rebound in the corner. Velasquez takes it the left and lays it up and in.
Take it to the house, Savannah Velasquez.
And again, for being one of the smaller players on the court, I'd be interested to see her rebound stats. She gets a lot of rebounds.
Oh, yeah. Good position inside. And always quick on that long rebound as well.
Cara Lee along the baseline got that shot to go for her. Here's Velasquez at midcourt. She puts on a dribbling exhibition. She can do that. Gets her team up off the bench. But here comes Cedar Valley back down the floor as the ball was lost. Deja Thomas had it, and Thomas finished it. Layup end to end. 6.5 to go.
Deja Thomas still trying to slow down Mancha. Now they will get in between her. It was a push in between before that, and nothing was called. And Deja gave her a little shoulder into her right in front of us here. And I was about to say Mercedes, to her credit, just kind of laughed it off. And then something happened right in front of the Lady Rebels bench. So timeout, they'll talk about it here.
Yep, whatever was said or done got Deja Thomas all upset. And I mean, the Hill College bench seems to be okay with it.
Yeah, I think it's a good timeout here, or a good opportunity to get a little cooler heads to prevail here. You got a blowout situation going. The official's going to talk it over. And let's take a look at it. We got a replay. I think it's going to show up on our screen here momentarily. This is what, when Mancha actually responded to the shove that happened right in front of us. I don't know if we have that far back, but man, it was pretty evident. She gave her a left shoulder into Mercedes, and I didn't see that part. It happened just down past us, but I was impressed that she just kind of smiled and laughed all the way from where am I sitting here at the 40-second mark. But there's the response. This happened way back here in front of me, and when I saw the original. So it's interesting to see how they play it from here.
Well, yeah, everybody's all smiles on the floor now, but I think originally, as we saw there in the replay, the whole Hill College bench was like, look out, Mancha, what got into you?
Yeah, well, she responded in it. Again, I'm still impressed that it took her from it happening right in front of me to going down to about where Coach is standing now before she eventually said, okay, I've had all I'm going to take. There's a bucket with 6:07 to go.
Stevens gets a short-range shot to go for. 84-45, still 6 minutes to go here in the fourth period. And again, for Hill, the way they have played, again with 10 players in uniform, 5 in, 5 out, and you've got 84 points already. So when you sub the 5 in to 5 out, you're not hurting yourself.
Yeah.
The level of play stays the same the whole time.
Yeah. And fresh, 5 fresh bodies on the floor. It gives you the opportunity to press, to keep the pedal to the metal and keep that intensity high, because a few times up and down the floor, and the officials are going to be very tight with those whistles from here on out after what we saw just a couple of moments ago. They got to keep things.
The foul ends up being called on Velasquez, I guess, for a reach-in, because the block, the Hill bench was responding to the block that they thought was good. And apparently it was good, but the foul had already been committed by Velasquez.
Well, she took out a little Stevens took out a little bit of frustration on that block. Sent it from where it came from, right? Return to sender, if you will.
Kayla White with the free throw attempt. First one was no good. Has another one coming here with 5:38 to go in the fourth. Second shot no good as well. Rebound to Hawthorne, and Hill back down the floor. Double team for Cedar Valley. Velasquez shot up off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound for Hill. Second attempt is good for Jaslyn Jackson, and she will be fouled.
Jackson with the putback and the finish. Good job down low. by the freshman from Gainesville, Florida.
Haley Williams will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first. But again, with 5:21 to go here in the fourth and an 86-45 score, now 87, as Jackson hits the free throw. And again, when you've got 10 players and you're putting in 5, taking out 5, put the other 5 back in,
yeah,
you don't tell the 5 of them, just go out there and goof off for the next 5 minutes and 16 seconds.
No, you're out there with a game plan and a mission and a flight plan to follow. They're doing it.
And as long as they follow that plan for the next 5 minutes, I don't see how they can't hit 100.
I was going to say, they're well on their way.
I mean, if they want to put me in uniform real fast, they won't hit 100.
Yeah. Rebound, Jackson.
And Velasquez will bring the ball down the floor. Pass to Stevens at the free throw line. In the lane, up for the shot, comes up short. Rebound though again for Hill. Outside shot is up and good for Jaslyn Jackson for 3.
Yeah, Jackson's now in double figures after that 3. That's her 10th point of the afternoon.
Well, this ball game is just turning into a Hill Rebel party over here.
Foul coming over 3 free throws here as Journey Harris sold out to go for the block.
Hawthorne picks up the foul. That's going to be her 3rd. So we'll put White at the free throw line to shoot. Or is that White or is that Williams? I believe that's White. Has 2 more shots. Second shot is good.
Before those first 2 free throws, the Rebels had doubled up the Suns, 90-45. Now the 3rd free throw on the way.
Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound for Hill. Thanks, Tim. Journey Chambers.
Huh?
Thanks for Jason her.
Well, you know, I guess I do what I can.
Yep.
4 minutes to go, though.
Here's Chambers back outside to Jackson. Lets another one fly, and this one hits the bottom of the net.
Yeah, that one is a little different result than she had a few moments ago as Jaslyn knocked down the 3. That time, a little short.
3:50 and counting here in this 4th quarter. 90-47. Here is Cedar Valley. Thomas outside, shot up and good for Deja Thomas for 3.
Deja's got a nice jump shot there. He puts that one through, gives her 14 on the afternoon.
Velasquez quickly down the floor. Will turn around, take it back out to midcourt. Ball lost out of bounds. It'll be Cedar Valley ball. All right, so I'm getting nervous now. 3:26 to go. If Hill drives the floor, but then pulls it back out to midcourt to run clock, and then misses the shot when it's all said and done, they're not going to get 100.
We'll have to wait and see. The tension is mounting. Will they? Will they
I've already
not?
said they're going to get 100, and now they're slacking off.
Well, I think that's on us. I think it's on us.
3:08 to go here in the 4th as the shot put up for Cedar Valley is no good. Rebound for Hill. And Journey Chambers brings it down the floor. There you go. Pass down low to Stevens. And Stevens lays it up and in.
Mark, you're feeling the pressure of this. You're like, there you go. it's on us if they don't get there.
I thought
they
were
were cruising
stall
along.
at half court again.
Yeah. So with the timeout here, 92-50. Keep in mind the nightcap, the final game of the Budke Serna Classic is coming up after this one, and it should be a dandy. 3 Rivers out of Missouri coming into Athens to take on Trinity Valley. So we'll look forward to having that here for you on the Cardinal Sports Network. That should be a fun one, man. We've talked about it now for a day and a half, and we're getting close to it. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I guess we've had the 2 combatants on to our broadcast today with Precious Ivy and Alex Wiggs, and Doggone it, I didn't tell either one of them to finish the Classic with a Classic.
Hey, let's line them up, let them go at it, and just they broke bread together. Now they get to get on the floor and battle it out here. Should be a great contest. We'll look forward to showing it to you. Back to action, 2:35 to go here in the ball game.
See if any of the dinner conversation carries over to the game tonight. that might, you never know, that might get a little heated.
One will find out. Who took the last sweet potato pie, the last piece? Who knows? Well, see, I do love the fact that they were able to, Missouri, long way away, Florida, long way away. Sure. Hey, we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner. We're going to come together and build some relationships. And obviously, great respect for all of those programs and what they've been able to accomplish, but just good hospitality.
They see each other at the highest level.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
2:23 to go here in this fourth quarter.
And all three of them not wanting to see each other in Casper, but wanting to see each other in Casper.
Yeah, yeah.
If you know, you know.
It's a love-hate thing.
Yeah.
In the lane, shot for Cedar Valley is no good for Keely Burks. Foul is going to be called on Hawthorne, and that is going to be her fourth.
So this thing was 20-14 at the end of the first. Hill was up by 6. In the second, they put up 25 points to 15. It was 55-29. That was at the break. 77-41 at the end of 3. Now 92-50 here with 2 minutes to go.
Shot from outside for Hayden is no good. Rebound for Hill. 1:53 to go here, and Mancha decides to help me out on the 100 thing, but she didn't make it.
Okay, now I'm really getting worried.
Yeah.
I think this is, I'll take
somewhere along
all
the way.
of it.
Somewhere along the way, Hill's going to bring it out to midcourt and just start running the clock. 1.5 to go here in the fourth, as Chambers has it here in midcourt, and I think that's, that is going to happen right about now. Oh goodness, Jaslyn Jackson with a false start there. Got the travel call. So Hill, unless Three Rivers or Trinity Valley comes out on a scoring fiesta, Hill will win the scoring championship, I guess, here from the Classic. But I don't think they're going to hit 100.
Yeah, they kind of been stuck on that 92 for a minute now. So looking over yesterday, they will improve their scoring. Last night they had 86 in a loss to Trinity Valley. Trinity Valley had 95, so leading the way with 95 points in the tournament thus far.
So there, I have revised my thing then. They don't need 100, they need 96.
That's what you were trying to say.
Yeah, I thought I did Trinity Valley really have 95 last time? That's been so long ago, I forgot.
95-86, both teams were getting up and down the floor really well. I did think they, a few moments ago, I thought they were going to get to the century mark. But, they've kind of called off the Dogs a little bit. Of course, the intensity is really changed a lot after that little brush up right in front of the bench there. I think everybody's kind of dialing it back now.
Yep.
Make sure you're still eligible to play the next game.
Velasquez to Mancha, brings it back out to midcourt. Passes off to Stevens, and as Stevens goes down the lane, she is fouled by Wabufo. That's her fourth. So it'll put Ariana Stevens at the free throw line to shoot with 44 seconds to go.
Here's the block down low. Captured right in front of our eyes here. Nice replay. And second free throw coming momentarily. That is the 11th point.
Stevens hits one of two. Cedar Valley with the rebound, and with 40 seconds to go, Suns are bringing ball back down the floor. Moncher guarding closely out at midcourt, and Cedar Valley throws it away with 32 seconds to go.
So it's a 41-point ball game with 32 seconds
so Hill
to go.
needs a 3.
Yeah, a 3 would give them the
single game scoring title in the Classic here. Problem is, I don't think Hill's going to take a shot.
Let one fly.
Well, Velasquez off to Stevens. And the ball ends up out here for Jackson. And out of bounds, Jackson is going to end up at the free throw line. And the best Hill can do is 95.
Yeah. Well, no, not so fast. They may go with a free throw, miss the second.
Not on purpose. Not with 12 seconds to go, you wouldn't.
Just messing with you. Here's the free throw of the way.
Oh, goodness. Jackson misses.
They have made it interesting, though, for us the last couple of minutes here because, hey, this one was decided long ago. But
you had to start going to subplots.
Yeah.
And Jackson's second shot is up and good.
Jaslyn with a good afternoon here. And gives her 11.
94-52 with 8 seconds to go. And Cedar Valley looks content to dribble it out until Mia Thomas jacks up a 3. It is good, and now Hill will just dribble it out.
And that's how it'll end. 94-55, the final. Rebels over the Suns. And Hill College getting it done here in Game 4. We still have one more to go.
That's
and
what I hear.
I'd be amiss if I didn't say, Mark, man, it's been a lot of fun working with you over the last couple of days, man. And let's do it again.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
All right, man. We still have one more for you coming up here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Here in a few moments, we'll have Benny Rogers joining the broadcast, and it will be a fun one. Three Rivers and Trinity Valley finishing off the Budke Serna Classic coming up here in a few moments, scheduled for a 7 o'clock start. We'll have it for you on the Cardinal Sports Network.